caramba, somebody stole my caballo. Don't I know you from someplace?
The 26 Bar Ranch.
I'm a roving cowboy.
Every year at the 26 Bar Ranch, Duke and his partner Louis Johnson had a cattle sales. And here's some of the fans mobbing Duke.
All my heart is yonder on the lone prairie. Oh, carry me back to the lone prairie, where the coyotes howl and the wind blows free. And when I die, you can bury me.
Everyone wanted to have their picture taken with John Wayne.
Give me back my saddle, give me back my gun, give me back that bronco that I used to run. Let me spread my blanket by a peaceful stream.
Duke always took care of everyone, starting with the ladies.
By the campfire gleam, oh, carry me back.
And then, of course, the little ones.
Where the coyotes howl and the wind blows free. And when I die, you can bury me.
Then this young couple just had to have their picture taken with John Wayne. And he told her, "Come back and see us anytime." John Wayne never forgot the people that made him a superstar. He would always take care of each and every one of them, no matter how many there were.
I left my love a-waiting in Laramie. She waited there a year, maybe two. Do you know why my love didn't marry me?
Some of the cattle that were in the sale, and here is one of the prize bulls that went up for auction.
I found me some women who were,
even the young girls liked Duke.
that was strong. And then I found
Here's Pilar Wayne, Duke's wife.
I found a love.
And there's Michael Wayne, his oldest son. He's camera shy.
I knew, and true love will marry me, and she'll be mine.
Now get out of here and don't come back.
See?
A trip to the 26 Bar Ranch in eastern Arizona. This is a shot from about 2 miles away of the 26 Bar Ranch. The ranch of John Wayne the Duke. We've just turned off of Highway 260, and we've got to go down about another mile, and then about another half a mile, and we're at the ranch. As you can see from this stone marker, the 26 Bar Hereford Ranch was once owned and often visited by film legend John Wayne. The ranch, with its prominent white snow barn, came into fame in the 40s as the Milky Way Hereford Ranch, owned by the Mars Candy Bar Company. That was the main ranch house. Now we have the guest house. The horse barns. And of course, in back of the barns, the guest houses and the main house is all 26 bar ranch.
Caramba, somebody stole my caballo. Don't I know you from someplace?
John Wayne was not always a superstar. He got his start in films in the late 20s and early 30s in B-Western movies. John Wayne would remain in B-Westerns for many years. In fact, they even tried to make him a singing cowboy. But he hated that. So what he did is he discovered a man to be a singing cowboy. Gene Autry. So Gene Autry was to be the singing cowboy.
Why, if anything happened to you, why, John?
Would you care?
These B movies went on for many years. Then in the late 1930s, the famous producer-director John Ford asked John Wayne to play the part of the Ringo Kid in the classic Western Stagecoach. This would make John Wayne a star. And then, as we all know, he went on to be the biggest superstar of all time. Of the ranch.
Some of the cattle in the morning right outside the front door. Well, the sun's up. Here's a shot of the main ranch house. And the guest house and the flagpole and the cowboys have already started saddling up their horses and putting them into their horse trailers and moving down the road up toward the high country. Well, morning time for some of the cattle, and about as far as you can see is the 26 bar ranch. The 26 bar ranch headquarters office about a mile away.
And you can see in the distance behind the main house is the only covered high school dome in the United States.
Some of the cattle moving on to greener pastures with the 26 bar ranch headquarters office in the distance. None of these houses were here in the 70s. But this is Duke's front yard. Well, the white picket fence that used to be right here in front of a ranch house is no longer here, but there's still cattle out there in his forward pasture. All the registered Herefords are back at one of the other ranches that they have. I was very surprised to find out there's 500,000 acres total that the Hopi Indians have now purchased in this area. This is looking down the side of the mountain where the house is located to the airport where I came in this morning. And when you walk up the front steps toward the front door, what else would you expect to see except red and white blue flowers?
And what else would you expect to see in John Wayne's front yard but the flag of the United States of America?
Well, Duke, took a long time to get back, but I'm here. Salute.
The sliding doors going into John Wayne's big bedroom.
Oh, hi, you John Wayne fans. I'm just sitting here reading a little bit about the Duke. We're at the 26 Bar Ranch that belonged to John Wayne, Duke, and Louis Johnson. And this is Duke's bed. The 26 Bar Ranch is located in eastern Arizona near EAGAR and Springerville, Arizona. It's in what's called the White Mountains, and it's some of the most beautiful country that you'll ever see. In fact, Duke himself said that it was some of the prettiest country on the face of the earth. A little tour of the ranch.
The living room of the 26 Bar Ranch. Most of the main house is done in knotty pine. Looking back towards the dining room and the kitchen, and then on the walls are rare pictures that are very seldom seen by the public. Well, we're going to take a little break here and wait for the people to get back from town with the lunch that they said that they were going to get.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Go for it.
All right. That's it. I just said thank you.
Amen.
Thank you, Rose.
All right, you guys, we're having a pizza feed here at the Duke's Ranch.
Milo pizza.
I'm not sure what kind of pizza, but I'm sure we'll figure out some way to eat it.
That one's
Yes.
everything and this one's cheese.
Go for it.
You want everything, want everything cheese. Right.
I want everything.
I want everything.
Snag it, though.
Again, the table again?
This is some of the cowboys and cowgirls having their lunch before they go back to work.
You're not very funny.
All right, Joe.
Be
Come-
glad
Gotta
you
make 'em a
stayed out,
star.
stayed outside.
Dining room, Duke greeting us. Things that you see is Duke welcoming us to the 26 Bar Ranch.
Here are some of the people looking down in the valley from the high country at part of the ranch at about 3,000 feet below us.
Well, the guests at the ranch here had found a horny toad. I think it's a baby. And this is the line shack that Duke rode into years ago. And when he was up in the high country here to see what the high country looked like, and he was went into the cabin in a bad thunderstorm, and the cowboys were talking about the fact that we're in here, that the ranch had been sold. And one of the cowboys said, well, we understand that he's a Hollywood Yahoo SOB. And Duke, of course, didn't say anything. And the next day when they all came down to meet the new owners, they introduced John Wayne, the Duke, and he stood up and said, well, when I was up at the line shack yesterday, you guys were talking about the Hollywood Yahoo SOB that bought the ranch. That must be me. Everybody had a big laugh. This is one of the huge meadows in the high country, and the spring that feeds the water to the line shack is right out here in front of us. And this is elk country. Right over there in the high mountain country is where the ski area is at. That's called Sunrise.
The bunkhouse is only used in the summertime when the cattle are in the high country. They can have as much as 3 and 4 foot of snow up here in the winter. Remember, in the high country, it's almost 10,000 feet. There are 2 bunkhouses in the high country on the 26 Bar Ranch, about 1 mile apart.
This is when you need a 4-wheel drive up in this kind of country here. Some of the holding pens in the high country here for the cattle, rail fences. This is the house that was built for the Duke on the 26 Bar Ranch. It's a little more modern than the main house. And Duke never got to use the house. He passed away before he ever got to use it. We're now in the first class horse barn, and as you can see, everything is just like it should be for raising first class horses. And this is the exterior of the horse barn.
And as you can probably tell, the wind is really blowing.
The guest house, the flagpole, and the main ranch house just on the other side of the flagpole.
Some of the prize cattle. And on this bull, you can see the 26 Bar brand on his left shoulder. And Rooster Cogburn said, "Come on by and we'll have a big bowl of chili."